The delay. You know what that was? I didn't even know what I was playing. I thought I was playing an AC/DC song. It's City Boy Blues by Motley Crue. Jeez, I haven't heard that song in a long time. I mean, it was a highly delayed version of friggin' City Boy Blues. So how's everybody doing? I got how much time? I fell asleep. I had to get up. I got an hour worth of sleep because I was watching that rocket launch. I'm really into the rocket stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh, horrible explosion! A failure." It wasn't a failure. It's the first time he sent up a booster twice, the same booster, that giant effing thing that's as big as a Saturn rocket. Went up twice, and when he brought it back down, he flipped it and shot it back down like a friggin' bullet, like a rocket, like a bullet, and then he was gonna flip it and try to slow it down like that, and then at the last minute, and in the water, it was done anyways. And instead, when he was friggin' cruising, he flipped it, and then when he tried to ignite because it didn't do the lay down flip, it didn't work. It just went, flip, and then tried to fire the engines, and it just said, yeah, it's not working, and blew up on him. So everybody's like, it's a failure. No, it's not. This is what's called testing. And the other one made it all the way to the Indian Ocean like it was supposed to. But there's something wrong with the damn design. And I don't understand why he keeps going. I know it's not just Elon, but he does have, like, almost the final say. But he has hired, like, the brightest people. He's taken them from NASA. He's taken them from everywhere. And they should have this figured out. I mean, the whole damn moon thing. I mean, thanks to the president for getting us back on track with the moon. We're going to be sending those astronauts this year or next year. It'll be late this year or next year. But they are putting that stupid thing back together, which are just old parts from the friggin' shuttle. but it's a monster of a rocket, and it can, it can do the job. It's just, it will cost billions every time. I don't care. I say pay for it. I'd rather pay for that than, people crossing the border illegally. And I mean, I did some, let's just say, somehow I did some missionary work in jail. The people in jail are from another planet. It's insane. I don't know how many of you have been in jail, like jail. This was LA County Jail. That you never want to go there because you probably won't get out alive. It is that bad. I mean, you think you've got help with the deputies, but half the deputies are so corrupt. And then they got tattoos. The 3,000 boys. They're the guys that work on the 3,000 floor, which is the crazy people, and, so the mentally ill, who else goes there? Oh, high profiles, like, so Harvey Weinstein. The only reason I know is because when I went down to, might as well say, I went down as a witness to something, that happened at my church. I always lock it up. I locked it up for 20 years. Every night, I go up there about 10, 11 o'clock, I'm locking up. But we had this homeless guy that was starting fires in the parking lot. No big deal, because it's a parking lot. It's a giant parking lot. He's not trying to burn the church down. He's just trying to keep warm. I said, dude, you can't do this. Dude, stop it. Dude. I got his name. He drove around in a van with flags all over it. He's in it, and he's like, I think his last name was Stinton. I still remember that. And I go, this is the guy you need to get. So, when I went down, I expected to see him, and he wasn't there. I go, where is Stinton? I can't remember his name. Like, well, they had a whole other thing planned. They were looking for a guy, they thought, that was starting fires all around Burbank. And they thought the guy was, just hanging out at the church. And then, why would he hang out at a church that's up on a hill in Burbank and then walk 3 miles down towards the freeway and start fires all over the place, and then trudge back, go back up to where he doesn't even live here, the guy up at the church. I go, you don't know what you're doing. This is the wrong guy. This is two different things. The guy that's lighting your fires is not lighting the fires up in the church. The guy up at the church is lighting fires just to annoy me now. It's been going on for 2 years. We got little baby cameras, set up in the window. I don't know why we did that. Stupid idea. Because the cops came up and they put 43 cameras around the whole perimeter for 1 month. And they say, all we see is the same guy come up at night and he locks up the doors and turns off the lights and goes. That's me. And then the same guy comes up in the morning and unlocks a couple doors and stays up there. He stays up for, a few hours because he's trying to get away from his house. Get away from the wife, I guess. I don't know. And they didn't call him. They called me because the guy was lighting the fires at night, so they figured, maybe I know something. So after a month, the cops go, it's nothing. It's not him. This is a waste of a month of work and manpower and everything. Let it go. I said, I can't believe the way this is. What is this? A kangaroo court? And this is a superior court in L.A. And the judge is like, sir, you better watch your mouth. I go, I'm not watching my mouth. I'm watching everybody else. I can't believe what you're doing. This is stupid. I shouldn't have come down here because you don't need me. This has nothing to do with fires that are happening in Burbank 3 miles away from the church. It's not the same people. Homeless guy that's got, is mad at me for kicking him off the property and somebody else, I don't know who the heck you're, who, blah, blah, blah. And I'm down there, and I know I'm getting sick, so I want to hurry up and wrap this up because I'm, you know, I used to get sick. I haven't been sick in like 3 years. It's really weird, but I'm happy. But I usually always get pneumonia twice a year. Twice a year, like clockwork. And I was getting sick, so I'm like, I gotta hurry up and get this stupid friggin' court thing out of the way because I'm gonna get sick. So I said, this is effing crazy. And the judge heard me and he goes, contempt of court, 30 days. I go, what? I go, 30 days of what? Community service? He goes, no, 30 days, county jail. And they took me away. I'm like, what the fuck? And they threw me in Twin Towers, and I said, dude, I'm friggin', I need medication, I'm disabled, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. They don't give a shit. While I was being processed, took 6 days, I was in 3, not brawls, they're riots. Because there was always riots between the Woods, which I didn't know, I couldn't figure out what who a Wood was. The Woods and the Crips and the Bloods and the Southsiders and the, you know, they got all these friggin' names, and I'm just a dude. No, actually I was a Wood, but I didn't know it. So finally, after like the third riot, I'm just swinging, but I just got in there, so I'm in pretty good shape and I could take care of myself. Okay, so that happens. They process me, they throw me in a friggin' cell with this guy whose uncle is Ricky Rocket. I couldn't believe it. We just, because when you're in jail, you have nothing to do but talk, make Puno, which is, you know, friggin' alcohol, and they get lit up and they smoke K, whatever the hell that is, Special K. I can't remember what it is, but it's horrible smelling, and everybody just sat there and got so high every day, all day. And then they all pass out at night. It was just a nightmare. So for 1 week, I don't know, about 2 weeks, I was in there and I started to get sick, really sick. And the guy's like, you gotta do something. You gotta call man down. I go, what? He goes, see man down and they'll take you to the hospital. I go, no, I'm not gonna see nothing. Just forget it. Just leave me alone, dude. You don't do that in jail. The guy is not going to leave you alone. It's like you're married. This guy would just not shut up. He just kept bugging me, and he was getting mad. He said that he was going to kick my butt unless I did something, you know, to help myself. And then, you know, my bishop came to see me. He's like, what the heck happened? Why are you in jail? What happened? I said something. I got condemned. I don't know what's going on. He goes, you look really bad. I go, well, I haven't eaten anything in 2 or 2.5 weeks. He goes, you better eat something or see a doctor. I go, the doctors don't care. They don't care. And the deputy that was next to me, he walked me down. He's like, you do look really bad, dude. You need to go see a doctor. So he took me to a nurse, and he saw. The nurse said, we did that. A bunch of Filipino nurses, they don't give a shit. He's like, go away. So he's like, oh, man. He goes, I'll walk you to your cell. If you need help, say, man down, and I will hear you, and I'll get people. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to cell. He goes, are you serious? I go, yeah, I'm serious. He goes, okay, well, if you go down, they got stupid rules there. I have to literally fall on the floor. And then I can call out, or somebody has to call out, and then they come and look, but the deputy is like, dude, you're going down. And I'm like, what? And the next thing I know, I'm flat on my friggin' back. And the guy's screaming, and I'm like, I got a really bad pain, and I thought I was having a heart attack. I'm like, I can't breathe, look at me. You know, and boom, you know, I got 6 people carrying me out in a friggin' gurney and throwing me in the friggin' ambulance. I'm in the hospital. Boom! Hospital for a month. So I thought, good, I'll do my 30 days in the hospital. I felt better, you know, but I lost 75 pounds because I couldn't eat. I was sick. And I try to tell him, you know, this is what's wrong with me, and this is what's wrong with me, and this, and you guys, you gotta listen. And they wouldn't listen. It was a horrible fucking nightmare. So they threw me in the 3,000 level, which is high security. You get your own little, you're shoved into a little room with a bed and a toilet, and that's it. I said, I need something to read. I'm going crazy. So I did, you know, one jail dude threw me some glasses. He goes, here, keep them. So I had glasses finally. I could see. And then what do they call the damn people that work there? Trustees. Another trustee, I'm like, dude, give me a book. He goes, here. Nobody wants to read this. The Bible. I'm like, perfect. So I read the friggin' Bible, the whole Bible. I was in the hospital for a month. I was in quarantine for almost a month. And while I was in there, the guy next to me lit his bed on fire, and we all had to get shoved into 2 rooms while they went through everything and cleaned it up and beat the hell out of the guy. They literally beat him almost to death. Blood was running down his arms when they carried him out. And he was a big dude, but they got like 10 guys on him, and just, they covered, you know, they all stood around with those, you know, riot things to cover them, the cameras. And then the guys just beat the hell out of him. So it's so corrupt. It's massively corrupt. Anyways, I learned to shut up. Got out of there. But while I was in there, so the whole fire thing, we're all, you know, there's people that are all together that you're not supposed to put everybody together, because some of them are murderers, some of them are rapists, some of them are, you know, whatever. You don't, but you're not all supposed to be in a room, and they were all in a room. There was guys in there that were naked. Because they just, get out, everybody out, go into these 2 rooms, and there's like one guy, I'm naked, and I'm like, oh my God, I go, dude, stay away from me, just stay on the other side. So there was one dude who's you know, like he was pretty tough, a gang guy, and he was Mexican, so I'm like, dude, man, what the fuck is going on? You gotta let me know. I've never been in jail before. I don't know what to do. He goes, yeah, all right, you know, first thing you do, shut the fuck up. And then I'll tell you what to do. Just don't say anything, you know, and talk quiet. So it's only between me and you. And I'm like, got it. He goes, wait for like 2 hours. These idiots will start going to sleep, and then we can talk. Got it. So he lets me in on a few things. You know, okay, cool, great. This is what I gotta do. All right, this is what I do, what I'm not to. He goes, okay, there's 2 guys here that might try to kill you because you are white and you're an old white guy, and they just hate old white guys. I go, what? And he goes, well, in your white supremacist, probably because your head shaved. I go, no, I'm bald. This is so stupid. Anyways, I got shanked while I was in there. That whole, unbelievable. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the guy right next to me was Harvey Weinstein. And he's like, hey, this guy's got stabbed, you know. Oh my God. It was like, so stupid. Anyways, Burbank apologized. You know, everybody apologized that it went that far, because I wasn't supposed to even go down there. I'm like, I wasn't supposed to go down there? They told me I had to go down there as a witness. It's so stupid. It's so... Oh my God. Well, I got a little settlement and I got an apology, and that's it. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. It's so corrupt, so stupid. And the things, I can't go on because it's I've already taken all the time just talking about that bullshit. And that is bullshit.
Thank you.